seeking shelter from cold. They were no ordinary women, but enchantresses with powers beyond imagination.
Who dares to disturb me at this hour? Servants,
Yes, my lord.
open the door.
Please, Your Highness, may we have shelter from the storm?
Huh? Shelter. Look at your eyes. Beggars like you belong outside.
For your wrong deeds, you shall be cursed.
You shall become beast, and your servants shall share your fate. You will never know love or kindness, and only when you learn to love and be loved in return will the spell be broken.
Remember, only love can break this curse.
In a little village not far from the enchanted castle, there lived a young woman named Belle. Kind-hearted, intelligent and independent, she was unlike anyone else in the whole village.
There she goes, that odd girl with her nose in a book.
She's strange. Doesn't she want a normal life?
Greetings, sir. Have you read this one? It's about far-off lands and daring adventures.
Belle, honestly, when will you stop dreaming? You've been wasting your time on all those books. There's a whole world out here. She's right. You got to stop hiding your face in those books and start thinking about more important things. A good match like Gaston. He is the handsomest man in the town after all.
Oh, Belle, you never get a husband if you keep acting so peculiarly. No one wants to marry someone who spend their whole day in dreams.
Exactly. You will never find someone like Gaston, no matter how many books you read.
I am not looking for perfection. I'm looking for something real.
Oh, Belle, you'll never understand. When you're older, you'll see how silly you are being. Gaston will be the one you will regret letting go.
Yes, you will see. He is perfect for you. Just admit it already and let's get on with it.
Meanwhile, far away in the depths of the cursed castle, Belle's father, Maurice, was wandering aimlessly through the dark forest, searching for his lost path.
This forest is like a maze. Where am I? What is this place? Hello? Is anyone here? I seek shelter from the storm.
Ah, a guest. How exciting. Come in, a monsieur. Oh no, we can't just let any stranger in. We have rules.
Now, Cogsworth, let the poor man in. He's cold and tired. We have got to be hospitable.
Oh, wow. A guest. I am delighted.
Begin, monsieur. Make yourself at home. You'll find no better hospitality than here.
Oh, he's quite handsome. Don't you think? Perhaps he could stay longer.
This place is unusual.
Just wait until you see the ballroom, darling. It's a perfect place for a gentleman like you.
Who dares enter my castle? Who are you?
I'm sorry, sir. I was just seeking shelter from the storm.
You trespass in my home and expect to be treated like a guest? You shall be locked in a cell forever.
And so, Maurice was imprisoned in the beast's castle. But his daughter Belle, unaware of the danger, would soon come search for him.
Papa's been gone too long. I must find him.
Belle ventured deep into the forest, guided by her love for her father and her courage.
This place, it's magnificent, but so strange. Where's Papa?
Papa, where are you? Ah, a lady. Welcome. You must be the daughter of Monsieur.
Don't be too hasty, Numair. She is not here for a friendly visit, I'm sure. We are so happy to have you. You must be hungry. Please come in and sit with us.
You are so beautiful. I already like you.
Welcome, my dear. I am so glad you are here. You look as lovely as ever.
I must say, you have certain elegance about you. I need to find my father. He's been imprisoned by the beast. Can you help me?
You are not living. You have come to stay.
I will stay, but only if you release my father.
Time passed. Belle and the beast begin to form a bond. She teaches him to read, while he becomes less gruff, while Belle learns to appreciate his vulnerability.
There's something sweet and almost kind, but he was mean and he was coarse and unrefined, and now he is dear and so unsure. I wonder why I didn't see it there before.
She glanced this way. I thought I saw. When we touched, she didn't shudder at my paw. No, it can't be. I'll just ignore. But then she's never looked at me that way before.
And so, Bill and the bee's bond grew stronger. What had been once a prison became a place of understanding and transformation.
Gaston arrives with his friends and soldiers, relaying the villagers to storm the castle. A dramatic battle ensues as Gaston seeks to kill the beast.
We will rid the village of this beast.
Aston, you got to tell me what's going on here.
I am not afraid of a little beast.
We are all in your support.
He can't scare us anymore. Yes, we are coming for you, beast.
Yes, we are coming.
Not your torch, not your horse. Screw your courage to the sticking place. We're counting on your star to lead the way. Through a mist, through a wood, where within a haunted castle something's lurking.
Oh, you think you can hurt the beast?
We will show him who's the boss.
Attack! No one can have Belle except me.
The beast and the gas soon fight on the castle roof. The beast is wounded and Belle rushes to his side.
No, beast, don't leave me. I can't lose you now.
Oh, Belle.
The cause had lasted many years, and now, as the beast has lay on the brink of death, something shifted. A powerful force stirred within the castle. Time seems to slow. It was the moment of reckoning, the last chance for change.
In the silence of that moment, something deeper than mere enchanted took place. The beast, once trapped by his own anger and despair, began to transform. The spell was broken. The beast had been restored, no longer bound by the curse. The prince and Belle stood together, a new beginning before them, and they lived happily ever after.
scared